50-50 video. You was like, cause they want us to be able to sexually please you and clean the house and take care of the kids and PTA meetings. I was like, you going in, you was like, you was on the edge of your seat. Like, I was like, Super Saiyan 17 over here. It was an anime character for about 5 seconds. What's going on YouTube? It's Bella and Jay back again with another video. Before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to hit that bell for post notifications. That way when the next time we drop that fire, you'll be the first to get it.
You'll be the first to get it.
Without further ado.
Without further ado.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the topic for today?
Topic for today is, would you rather be rejected or friend zone?
Tough one. Real tough one.
I rejected some and I friend zoned some. Yeah, I had a couple dudes that liked me, but you know I can't like them, so I just friend zoned them. And they became my best friend.
Why
or my brother from another mother.
Why couldn't you like them?
I can't.
You're saying you couldn't like.
I couldn't like them.
Why not? What was stopping you from liking them? Like
either I wasn't attracted to them or I was in a relationship.
Okay, I can understand the part about them being in a relationship you couldn't like them. So have you ever been in a relationship to where, like, if you wasn't in a relationship, you would have been with them, so you friend zoned them? Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing, fellas. There's women out there in this world that are friend zoning dudes that they could see themselves with that dude. Clearly they can't be with that dude. Make sense? Because she's with this other, knucklehead over here. So what she does is she goes, it's just like that conversation we was having the other day when we was like explaining, and then, or a female tried to talk to a dude and he says, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, oh, no, unfortunately I'm married.
You have the dude A that says I'm married when he's talking to a female, and then you have the dude B that says unfortunately I'm married.
Yeah, so it's the same concept. The concept is I would smash that dude or I would be with that dude, but I'm already in a relationship. So instead of just rejecting him, I'm a friend zone him so that I can keep him around,
right,
just in case the main decides to act up and bounce and be like, I ain't trying to mess with you, you know what I'm saying? You was a little thought anyway.
So
right?
what if you have, okay, so what if it's like this, you dating, right? You're on a dating scene. And you dating, so like if you date, you can date however many people you want to date. So say you got about 5 dudes you dating or 5 females you dating, right? So one of them you run across.
That actually happens.
And she's a candidate, right? Or he's a candidate, right? You know, like you line your candidates up, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even know who you want to go on a date with, so you might put that name in the hat and shake it up and be like, okay, today I'm gonna go out with Billy. Okay. Then you know, cause you putting up the runner-ups, right? So say, you got your runner-ups, right? So you like your runner-ups, cause that's why they are runner-up, just like when you're doing a spelling bee. Okay, so whatever,
you got the champion and you got the runner-up, second place and third place.
First place, second place, third place, right?
You ever watch Talladega Nights?
If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not to use it as a tradition of Ricky Bobby.
Nothing I can think of.
If you're not first, you're last.
Okay, anyway. So even if they were last, apparently...
If you're second, you're the first person to lose.
Okay, so all I'm saying is, you had that moment where it's a possibility with this female or with this guy, right? So you don't necessarily want to keep them to the curb because you might like the chemistry, you might like the vibes, you might like, whatever it is that they can bring to the table. But then you have somebody that beats them. So you're like, man, I don't want to get rid of her. I don't want to get rid of him because I can still use him for those things because he's a friend now or she's a friend now. You know what I'm saying? So you just friend zone them because you like the conversation, you like the chemistry, you like whatever it is that y'all got. And you cool with it. So instead of getting rid of them, you just keep them and put them in your pocket for whenever you need them for.
So here's the problem with that.
Right.
The problem with that is women who have that exact mentality right there. So there's two things. Women who have that exact mentality, this is one. Okay? Don't tell that dude, I'm friend zoning you, for one. She don't say we can't be romantic together. We can't be intimate. We can't be more than just friends. This is where it ends. This is where your train stops. You can get off at this stop right here and the train will keep going that way. Makes sense? She does not clarify that to him. Two, the standard is different with men than it is with women. Say for instance, woman, she got 3 dudes lined up.
Right.
She go to dinner with Terrence one night. She goes to, to a movie date with Billy, and then she goes to an amusement park with Todd. Right? She can do these things.
Right.
Does that make sense? She can do this, and this is fair to her.
Right.
Because these 3 dudes would be like, well, shoot, I'm in competition. I'm gonna get her. I know I can get her. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes they don't know they're in competition. You're not gonna tell them.
Most definitely they don't know. Most definitely.
Yeah.
But if they found out, it would be so wrong, right?
She's dating.
At the end of the day,
she doesn't owe anybody
makes
anything.
sense. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
On the flip side, if a dude is dating 3 females,
Right.
he takes out Tiffany one night, and they do whatever, and then the same dude goes out and takes Stephanie to another place, and then he takes Brenda to another place, right? He's dating. He's dating.
Right.
They're not being intimate. He's dating.
Right.
Okay. If these 3 women find out that he's giving his time to them 3, they're gonna be mad whether they're dating or not. Period.
I wouldn't because like we dating. Cause just like he's gonna be giving his time to whoever and whomever, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. So, like, how can I get mad if I'm doing the same thing?
I'm not putting you in that scenario. What I'm saying to you is, if these 3 women found out about it, don't put yourself in it, because you're not every woman in the world.
They might not be mad though if they know that they're just dating. It's a date.
They might not.
They're not in a relationship. They're just dating. So how can they get mad and they just dating?
Comment down below if everyone thinks along the same lines that dating means that you're free to just do what you want.
Because it's a
and
date.
You guys aren't like so. What you're saying is. If I'm dating, if I'm on the scene and I'm dating,
right.
I'm not obligated to tell whoever I'm talking to at that moment. I have other options. I'm not obligated to tell them.
I mean, they don't ask. Okay, it was like something that I had, me and you was talking about. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, you never told me that. You was like, you didn't ask. So it's one of those things. So if they don't ask, they're not obligated to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of their information. It's personal. I don't have to just openly give you information that I don't want to give you if you didn't ask for it, or I don't think that I need to give you.
And then at that moment, if they do ask, if you're an honest person, you're going to be honest. And then it gives them the opportunity to say whether they want to involve themselves with you or not. So once again, here's communication and comprehension, right?
That's just like if you're on a dating site, right? And you swiping and you pick somebody and you like, y'all sit up y'all other day. I've never been on a dating site, so I don't really know, but I'm just thinking about TV and what I see and what I'm imagining, right?
Yeah, people swipe right on lots of people. Like, it's not like you swipe right on this one person, it doesn't go straight to their DM or whatever. It's like you swipe right on that person and then the next picture pops up. If you swipe left, the next picture pops up.
Okay, so all I'm saying is, if you set a date with this one person, right? So y'all go on a date. Although the date might be thebomb.com, they can't automatically think just because y'all went on this one date that y'all in a committed relationship.
You're gonna be exclusive with them.
Right. That's just crazy.
So
they gotta think that you went on other dates before them, or you're gonna go on another. Some people, they line up all their dates in one day.
Hey, you know what? This world is a crazy world. I don't agree with a lot of the things that's going on, but if I have an interest in one woman, this is just me specifically talking. If I have an interest in one woman, I want to check her out and see what she's talking about.
But how can you know if you got an interest in her and you just seen her on
If I date her for one time, no, I mean, I'm not just because if I seen her. If I go out on a date with her and we sit down and we talk, like have a deep conversation, this, that, and the fourth, and if everything is working out, I'll be like, you know what, we might want to go on a second date. If we establish that second date at that moment, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So now, as I go on that second date, I'm establishing a level of exclusivity, or it should be communicated with that person, and that person should comprehend and let me know as well, this is the same level I'm on, and that way it can deter from all of that omitting of information. Like if I don't tell you, if you don't ask me, I don't have to tell you, right? Type of situation. Because a lot of times people are hiding stuff. It's not necessarily hiding it, it's just that they don't feel it's important to tell you on the first, second, or third day. Like,
so let me ask you a question. So you think that, okay, say you're on this dating site or whatever, you're going on a date with this female, and because you're going on a date with her a second time, you're gonna cut everybody else off at the time. Anybody else?
Once I establish that this is seriously an exclusive relationship, like I know I want to be in this relationship, and I know there's no obstacles or boundaries that I have to jump over, go across, go around. I mean, if you're talking to the person on a level to where you know what type of questions, and here's the thing. So the problem is when you're going on dates, a lot of people don't know how to date. They don't know what type of information they are looking for. Most of the time, people are looking at a date as, damn, she fine. And I don't know how a woman looks at it, but a dude is like, damn, she fine. I just want to see what she gonna wear, how she gonna smell, how she gonna do her hair, woo, 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 and then just be around her, in her presence, and just enjoy her company. But he's not trying to ask her questions to see who she is, where she's been in her life, where she's going, what's her plans, things of that nature, what type of spirituality she has, how deeply rooted she is in that spirituality. So all of these different questions, I'm saying to you, like they're not being asked, and that's a big problem because that's majority of the dates. And I don't know how women look at it, but I've been on several dates in my life, and there was no questions asked, like main questions that needed to be asked within the first couple of dates. It was just hey, we're just spending time around each other, laughing, giggling, joking, certain stuff that you enjoy, certain stuff that I enjoy, right? You learn that about perfect strangers sometimes, you know, sitting on a bus for 20 minutes before you get off on your next stop. You might end up talking to the person next to you. That's not even a date. Y'all just sitting next to each other on a bus. So at the end of the day, if you're not establishing something more than just part-time conversation with a random stranger, you're doing more. Like you're getting to know somebody deeper than just those surface conversations, those little chuckles and giggles and laughs.
Well, if I'm like I haven't been on a date that long, so I be known in a long marriage. But however, if I'm going on a date with somebody, I'm already gonna have my
dust off the cobwebs. You got the black book? You got a little black book?
No, I don't. But I'm already gonna have like my do's and my don'ts, like my boundaries. You know, like I might not bring everything out, like bring this big old book of questions, bam, on the first date.
Like you need to be able to do all this.
By the second or the third date, I need to know like your favorite food, your favorite color. Like if I'm digging you like that, you know what I'm saying? Those are things that I want to know.
Certain things.
Yeah, like but on the first date, you should automatically want to know like where was somebody, you know, raised up at, born, you know, just
whether they're a southern
birthday,
person,
like,
whether
you want to know how they are.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a signs type of chick, so I want to know.
You want to know signs, you want to read his moons and his, all that.
Anyway.
I know.
Whatever. So
shout out to my homie, you know what I'm saying? My homie, Robin, you know what I'm saying? It's my homie. She put me on game about, she said, oh, if a woman asks you this.
So I just feel like that if you dating, you're not, you know, committed relationship. So if you go on multiple dates and one of them people that you like grasp and y'all have good conversation, chemistry, y'all allow, you know, they fun to hang out with, I'm gonna put them in my back pocket because I'm gonna get them back up later.
Keep it rolling and go to the next one and date that one. Wow, America, you heard it first.
Yep.
YouTube, you heard it first.
And he can become a friend. He will know that he's a friend because that's all he's gonna be as is a friend. We're not gonna be kissing, hugging. We're not gonna be having sex or nothing like that. So he don't know he's a friend.
Oh baby, you.
So y'all leave down below. Would you rather be rejected or would you just rather be friends on? I
would rather be rejected so I can keep it moving. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Don't friend zone me because I'm not paying for meals. I'm not bringing you breakfast. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you rant and vent about another dude that's beating your cheeks up, yig it, and I can't get nothing. So no, reject me, please, and thank you. Have a nice day.
You know, it be those dudes that say all this stuff on what they won't do, who they won't be with, how they won't look, and all this. And it be the main dudes that end up doing it for the right chick.
You know why? For the
right female.
You know why? Because he thinks she different. He thinks she different. It ain't because he just trying to get the draws. Good dude will know I will give my all to this woman if she's giving me the proper energy. But you know what? Some women know how to play the game. So she'll play that game so she can get whatever energy she need to get out of you, and then still friends on your butt. So if you're a solid dude,
I'm very different.
I like that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get you a good dude one day.
I am.
Promise you will.
I am.
But good dudes out there, keep that third eye open, because there's a lot of women out there who's scheming and scamming.
Yep.
Trying to get a meal. She'll sit there and take
I don't need your money for no
She'll
meal.
sit there and take a picture of the meal, but won't take a picture of you. And post it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for that one. Hey, as soon as she get ready to do this, you go like this. Who you taking that picture for? Who you taking what? What's going on? With that being said, put the comments down below. What's your thoughts on this? And we'll be out that thing.